Hey, today we're cleaning up my old saddle and oiling it up. Y'all stick around and I'll show you how we do it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is take off all of our accessories, I guess you could call it. My breeching and breast collar, my latigos, cinches, all that good stuff. We're going to take everything off and give her a good cleaning. This is a E.P. Erickson saddle made out of Enos, Montana. Great saddle, I love it. Fits you nice. Got the nice high back on it with the Packers cut out, which is super nice for steep terrain. And that's the reason for the Packers cut out. There's a couple different reasons behind it. One of the reasons is handhold. Whenever you're going down the steep country, it's for you can string you a rope through here, make you some basket hitches and all that good stuff. Tie down a load, some meat. If you're hunting, you kill an elk or something, you can throw your rope through these holes and up through your horn and make you a basket hitch or barrel hitch, whatever you want to use. You can tie your stuff down. I see back here my skirt. This is normally covered up by my saddle bags. Where my skirt comes together here, my leather ties broke, which keeps your skirt held together, so I'm gonna have to get some more tie material and braid this back right here. That's not ideal. Thing I'm gonna do is get this part of my rag and just start wiping this dust off. It'd probably be best if you washed your saddle first before you oiled it. If you could clean all the dust off. I've took a power washer. When I first got this saddle, I took a power washer, blew all the dust and crap off of it, and washed it up nice, let it dry out in the sun, and then I oiled it. And I had to oil it 3 or 4 times to get it back where it needed to be, but we're just gonna wipe all this dust and crap. If you were really gonna deep clean it, take these off, your ties off, get underneath your skirt and all this stuff and underneath your fenders and all that good stuff and clean it. But this saddle don't squeak all that bad. I'm just gonna oil her down, wipe it down, and then oil it down. Get all the dust off the best I can. And then I got my neat's foot oil drying there by the stove. And we'll wipe her down with that neat's foot oil. But like all this right here caked up, I kind of need a brush. When you get all the dust wiped off, you take your rag, put you some neat's foot oil on it. I had this set by the fire, getting it warmed up, because this stuff will get pretty hard on you if it ain't warm. If it's super cold outside, which is this right here is still a little bit solidified. Put her a little closer to the fire. We got enough there to get us started while this warms up. And you just go to wiping her down. You always need to clean your saddle before you just go to wiping it down with oil, because that'll get if you don't clean it, you're just fighting against that grime and nasty, and it'll work it into the pores of that leather. You don't really want that. I always oil my ties. Some people don't. You can do as you please. If you don't want oiled ties, don't oil your ties. Not a big deal. That's the thing I've been dealing with. Not as bad on YouTube, but like Facebook and Instagram. Golly. The equine know-it-alls. Just because I do something a certain way does not mean you have to do it that way. People seem to think that he's saying that you do it this way, well, that's the only way that... No, blah, 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 blah. Good gosh, guys. I'm showing you the way I do things. It may not be correct in your eyes. That's okay. Like I told somebody yesterday on the internet, you ride your horse and I'll ride mine. That's, well, that's one thing that really just bugs the fire out of me is those people on the internet that get on here and you have to do it a certain way, and if you don't do it this way, then you're not a cowboy. Well, I guess I'm just not a cowboy, because I really don't give a crap. I hate to be that. Actually, I don't. I don't hate to be that way. I don't give a crap. If A, B, and C is what I have to do to be a cowboy, I don't really care to be one. Rant is over. Make sure I get up underneath the fenders and skirt. I try to get where the skirt and the fender meet. I try to get way up in there as far as I can. Some people go as far as taking their stirrups completely off and unwrapping it, and that would be awesome, but I guess I'm not that patient right now, so I just wipe up under there as far as I can. Try to get her oiled down nice and pretty. There's a subject that I don't know what I'm talking about. I always just kind of shut up. If I don't know what I'm talking about, I just kind of shut up. I don't really say much. Because I don't have anything valuable to add. So I don't say anything. Some people don't know how to do that. Alright. I've got the offside all oiled up pretty. I don't oil my latigos because they're nylon, and even whenever I was using leather latigos, I didn't oil those either because they get sticky, so just kind of watched them. So I got my old bucking rolls off of my old saddle, my old horse saddle whenever I was riding outside horses for people. Went up and got them. We'll see about sticking them on this saddle. The saddle fits me pretty good, but riding a new mule, I could have used him the other day. That's what I'm trying to say. Sadie decided that she was gonna act a little ignorant. She decided to act a little ignorant, which is fine. We all act a little ignorant from time to time. I really could have used these bucking rolls. They sure help a lot whenever you're trying to ride one that's acting a little wishy-washy. I don't know if these things are going... They may work. I don't know. Yeah, they'll work. You gotta tie them up here. And time was something good. Because by the time you lay into them boogers and one of them snaps like that and your leg blows, it's no good. Step in here and see what it's gonna feel like. I don't know. Dang if I know why we do the things we do. It definitely shrunk up my seat. Feels a lot better as far as pushing me back up against my seat. It's just not quite laying the way I wanted it to. I don't know. I'll use them a little bit and see what it feels like. That's a tall horse right there. Oh, I hear that old percolator percolating. Coffee soon. Got my rolls on. I don't like the fact that it covers up my lead mule on my string here, but that's okay. Kind of wish they'd sit up more up this way, but I may end up tying them up and under and go up over my horn. That way it pulls it in, pulls them in more this way. Seen a guy on Facebook, he weaved in a snap. There's nothing worse when it's cold than trying to deal with these little tiny buckles. So he weaved him in a snap here, just like this. And just like me, he's got a dog collar on his horn up here. And he just snaps it on that dog collar, which is a super awesome idea, if you ask me. Because that right there, you can just, if you don't want it on that day, if you ain't taking a gun, just snap it off. If you're taking a gun, just snap it on. Super easy. So I'm gonna cut me a new hole, weave this back in, and I'm gonna dadgum oil this thing up because it squeaks like a dadgum bird. Got some good coffee from the old stove here. So I got everything oiled up. Breast collar, saddle, all that good stuff. I'm gonna order me some new ties, because these are getting kind of old. There's a saddle shop not too far from here. I'm gonna take it over there and have him rebraid that, because that goes all the way up underneath the seat here, from the best I can tell. So I'm gonna have him rebraid that. And I'll probably have him just put the new ties on there too while he's at it. And other than that, she's in good shape. All cleaned up. Looking good. This is, it looks like leather, but it's actually not. It's like kind of like a rubbery material. I don't really know exactly what it is. Holds up pretty good. Best I can tell. It's held up so far. That's hot. Forgot to do was oil this up. I oiled it up the other day, but it needs another round. So this bridle, it's a mule headstall. And it's got engraved mules on it. I don't know if y'all can see that very good, but it's got engraved mules on the buckles, or the decorative little snaps or whatever they are, conchos. And it's a real thick headstall. I really like the old thick headstalls. And I just got this old dog bone bit that it's broke to pieces. It's got that little roller on it. This has actually got it's got a mule engraved on it too, and the silver on it. So whenever I got it, you couldn't even see the mule, but I went to clean it on it. I was like, I'll be dang, look at that. So I really like this headstall, and bit real nice for starting them out. I hope to just stay in it with her. She's real soft, so hope I can just stay how I am. I got a round pen video coming out of us making a round pen. And before I could finish it, I spread all the sand out in there and I worked my mule in it and stuff, and then it come this big ice. And it's solid ice out there, so I can't work her around in that round pen.